Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams.
What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense. I'm here for another video. Love and Marriage Huntsville was absolutely crazy. I felt like I was watching a bunch of high schoolers. It was ridiculous. There's no way that I could not come here and give you guys this review. But this one's going to be a little bit different. I've already dropped the link, so anybody is welcome to come up. I know everybody has a lot of Love and Marriage Huntsville opinions, and I want to hear them all. Y'all, let's take a moment. I was so frustrated watching this show because these things did not have to happen. And I know everybody was really concerned about the Wanda trying to knock out Melody. And then you got Destiny with Stormy. You got Martell and the Scott brothers. It was too much going on. None of it was comfortable to watch, but for me, the meat and potatoes was really Destiny and Stormy. There was so much unnecessary tension, and you guys know that I've had an Instagram live with Destiny, and she was a lovely lady, but even in that Instagram live, you know, I'm a straight shooter. I call it like I see it. Even in that Instagram live, she gave me a couple of these faces. I don't want to say that I'm seeing the light, but I can understand and definitely see that Stormy was trying to give an olive branch. Maybe some of the things that Stormy said to her in that big fight where it was, that's what's up, I'm sorry. That's what's up, that was up, that's what's up, whatever she was saying. Some of those things probably hurt Destiny, and that's why we were given what we got from Destiny. But at the moment, you got to see the bigger picture. You're filming a show. You cannot consistently be on one side. Eventually, people aren't going to want to film with you. I'm not going to lie. The star of the show is going to be Melody. Melody is the star of that show. It would only have made sense to make amends with her. Wait, is my song still playing? I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much to everybody who told me. Thank you so much, y'all. Look, this is a live show, so sometimes some stuff happens. Thank you so much. Okay, well, y'all got a lot of my jingle. I might as well make a music video about it. Okay, now that we're here, thank you guys. Okay, so let me start from the beginning. I think that the meat and potatoes of this episode is always going to be the fight with Wanda, Martell, Melody, the Scott brothers. But for me, the more interesting and the most uneasy part of it, yes, my music was playing. Again, thank you guys. This is a live show. I'm producing it on my own. Okay, so Destiny, you guys know that I had an Instagram live with Destiny, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I got the same faces from Destiny that she was giving to everybody. I got this face during the Instagram live, and I think that she does not have a good idea of how reality works, in the sense that Melody is the star of this show. It would only make sense to make amends with this woman so that you can continue filming. If eventually these people decide not to film with you, you're out of this. Additionally, these people came to support you. Also, so you guys did not hear what I said from the very beginning. This one's going to be a little bit different. Everybody is welcome to come up. So I have dropped the link. I'm going to drop it again. I definitely want to hear from you guys, your perspective on the show, because this was a big one for Love and Marriage. So anytime you have a fight sequence, it's going to be a big one. It was super uncomfortable to watch this. This is what we got from her at her. The whole episode was at her store. It would have made so much sense if she had just really promoted her store. We saw at the beginning where, she said, oh, I changed this, this is my reopening, but I would have made use of every square inch of this store. I just think that she missed such a good opportunity. There was no reason. Whatever they had, Stormy, I believe, truly embarrassed her. And I think that's what a lot of people are missing. Her Achilles heel is being a business owner and the business not being successful. So everything that Stormy said to her and everything Stormy represents is technically what her business has not been shown to do. Stormy's business is so successful. We see the mansion before Stormy was a cast member. We see the golden G-Wagon. Maybe they should have filmed the scene some other time where they talked it out. I want to give Destiny the benefit of the doubt, but these faces and the attitude that she was making, I can't give it to her. I fully understand after that Instagram live how people receive Destiny. Even though she was being nice to me on that live, she still made these faces. There's still an air of, I don't know what else to call it, stank. Like she makes a stank face all the time. It's given very Ianla. Again, anybody is welcome to come up and give your opinions. This could be a full panel discussion if you guys want to. I see my girl Cotty in here. What's up, Benzone, Dot Willie, Shay? Okay, so we get Stormy arriving with her mom. So to me, if you're coming up with your mom, that is you are trying to make peace. I fully received the flowers. Maybe the Gucci bag was a bit much, but in the grand scale of things, getting a $2,000 Gucci purse from somebody is not the worst. And we know Stormy is a little bit. I'm not gonna. Stormy can be a little tacky. We did see the golden G-Wagon. What's up, Cotty? You're a mute. You muted yourself, Scotty. We see that she can. Hey, we see that Stormy can be a little bit tacky, but I feel like that gift was given out of genuineness. Like, let's start over. I'm a Black person supporting a Black woman's business. Destiny's point was, if you're a Black woman supporting Black women's business, why aren't my products in this store? Why aren't your products in this store? The only problem I have with that is we're not in that place. Maybe if she would have seen the store, they would have made amends. Then they could have talked business and potentially got her products in this store, which could be beneficial to both. Where are you at?
Oh, hey, you hear me? Because my internet is just not okay right now.
I can hear you. It is a little bit low, so if you would talk up.
Okay. Well, I feel like, first of all, I like Stormy.
I like her now too.
But Destiny, I feel like there's a lot of things that we don't see about Destiny, and she has a lot going on. And she's not used to being on the reality TV and doing all that and being able to compartmentalize. So I think it's just written all over her face. Like everything that she's going through, her struggle, her Melody, Stormy, everything is just kind of like there. And I know as a woman, oftentimes we like, I'm cool, I'm good. But on the inside, not so much.
So are you saying that you felt her behavior was understandable? Because I don't.
No, I'm not saying that. Well, I think I'm saying that it's understandable, but not justifiable. How about that?
Unpopular opinion, I just added you to the stream, but you dropped off. You're more than welcome to come back. To me, I know everybody wants to talk about the fight sequence, but for me, this was actual reality. Her demeanor, her spirit was oozing through the screen, and it was very uncomfortable to watch. I kept like cringing.
Yeah, I mean, I even cringed on the trailer we saw when she was talking to Tisha and Kimmy and everything, and it was just like, clearly something's wrong. Like, I mean, first of all, people are not typically going to ask you if is everything okay? Are you all right? If something is not written all over your face.
Hey Sebastian, you're spiting yourself. You are literally not realizing that this is a show. At some point, you have to shake it off. She's been on enough seasons to now know the way this works. It could be so beneficial. Do you know if she would have told everybody, hey, I'm having a soft opening or reopening for my store, and the cast of Love and Marriage Huntsville is going to be here? Do you know how many people would have showed up to that?
That's true. That's true. She could do with a little bit more marketing. I mean, honestly, even if her and Melody not getting along, even if she was like, and Melody's gonna be here, since she is the fan favorite, sometimes you just gotta capitalize off of what'll make you the most money.
Hey, Sebastian, jump in, and then it's your turn. Unpopular opinion.
What'll make you the most money?
Hey, Sebastian, jump in, and it's your turn. Unpopular opinion. Unpopular opinion. Make sure that. Okay. Yeah. Make sure that nothing else is playing in the background. So just if you're playing me somewhere else, just turn that off, and it'll be. Oh, I think we're good. Go ahead, Sebastian.
Okay, I'm tired of Destiny. That business is gonna flop soon. Okay, I'm tired of it. It was so low budget, especially for having Mama Wanda there. I mean, Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda. Having her loaded potatoes that are somewhat so good, even though they look disgusting, and her food looks disgusting, just like her attitude and her words are. I'm tired of it. I do not want to see Destiny in this business because it's not even going to prosper. She should have just did an e-commerce business and just functioned it out of her house because I don't even think she could afford having a storefront.
Brick and mortars are expensive.
I don't even think she can afford it. Those are our taxpaying dollars that she's getting those PPP loans for, allegedly.
Sebastian, let us know how you really feel.
I'm tired.
So nobody. Okay, so when I did that video or that Instagram live with Destiny, I got a lot of people in my comments saying, "Do not interview her." Is it really that she is not favored on the show at all?
I think because she's I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I think because she's beefing with Mel, people don't like Destiny, in my opinion. I agree. I thought that first of all, I wasn't mad that Destiny was upset that they came. Because if I don't like you, don't come to my event. We're not friends. You was just clowning me and clowning what I'm trying to do. So don't come to my event. And then to me, Stormy giving the purse was her trying to throw shade because Stormy mentioned the price of the purse. You don't give a gift and then say how much it costs. That's tacky and classless. That's just my opinion. I was taught that you don't talk about
how much you spent when you buy someone a gift. Then I'm sorry, but Mel came in with that dry high that would
Unpopular opinion. Can I ask you this? You
yes.
think that that's tacky, but a golden G wagon isn't?
Well, you know what? The gold G
I
wagon.
actually like the gold.
I like the gold G
That
wagon.
is
To be honest,
like,
I do too. I thought the gold G wagon. I like the color.
I'll take Melody's white. I'm good.
Oh, I hate a white car. No.
It's-
Me too. I hate
I have a white
cars.
car.
Oh, so that's why you like the white. And then Mel did not speak properly. Mel is from the South, and I lived in Georgia for half my life. When you come into someone events, you say hello, how you doing? You strike up conversation because you know that y'all not in a good place. So that hi Destiny, it was low, it was muted, it was shady. Cause Mel had just came in Galentine's and said she came in there saying hi, and they gave her that dry heart, and you did the exact same thing.
But if you're getting this face, she gave stank face. Okay, I'm pretty neutral. I'm a straight shooter. If you come into my establishment with flowers and a gift, and I turn you away at the door, then my friend says, "Well, go ahead and let them in." So I say you can come in, and you walk in, and I'm giving you this. I don't really know what the expectation is. She had
That
her
was
back.
for Stormy. That wasn't for Mel.
Well, that was for Stormy, but when Mel came in, she got this face. I
But
took
why
the
are you
picture.
getting the face?
I think
But have you not
Destiny
been saying that they're
diffused
your
it.
enemy? Well,
Well,
she's my enemy and you're not my friend. So why would you expect her to be with open arms and you haven't been open arms when you've seen me previously?
because they're coming to support my business. Like,
Are they? Or were they
well,
throwing shade on the
Can I
sideline?
say something, please?
really quick, Sebastian, hold on one second. I got a couple super chats. Sheila, thank you so much for supporting my channel. She says Destiny always seems to have an attitude. I don't want unpopular opinion to get me, so I'm not going to agree with that. But I'll say thank you so
Ah!
much, Sheila. And then Ben Zone says first time here, new sub. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for the super chat and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. We're probably about to get really messy, guys. We have almost 100 people in here. Hit the like button. I'm finding out that does help my channel and it pushes my content. So we have like 91 people in here. Let's get to at least 60 likes. You guys can do it. Go ahead, Sebastian.
Okay, first of all, if Melody wasn't even there, there would be no event. First of all, I'm gonna just say that because that was the only thing that
That's
had,
not a
but
fair
that was the
statement.
only thing that actually had value and class there. Her story did not, and I don't even think producers would want it to film just her store without Melody there.
I don't think that's a fair statement.
It is a
They're
very
all
fair
on the
statement.
show. They're all on the show, and Melody, I'm not gonna hate. Melody is the star. She's the show creator, but it doesn't mean that because Melody was there, they made that. Clearly, they were filming, and they told all of them to be there, except for Destiny. I don't think Destiny thought that they were going to be there because I don't think she's that great of an actress to put on that performance.
I want to say, I feel like Destiny could have used the whole male situation to her advantage.
She could have.
Looking better. I mean, even if you don't like her, and this is my business, right? So you don't want to be turning away people from the business, especially not on TV. Okay. So when Melody came in, I feel like Destiny should have been like over, like excited. Hey girl, how's it going? Like all this trying to, like, I'm giving you good energy and you throwing back that bad energy. It would have shifted the whole situation because Destiny comes off looking like she's mad, she's bitter, she's all this. Had she flipped it, she would have came off looking better.
Also, Melody is actually one of the most successful women there. One of the most.
Y'all are acting like this woman showed up with a marching band.
She didn't. And I agree with Katie. Destiny should have had a better response and attitude to the woman. I'm not going to lie. She should have definitely been, thank you for coming. She should have been more gracious. she shouldn't have allowed them to ruin her mood because her mood was low. It was written over her face. She should have went in the back, got herself together, came back out smiling. What we didn't see was
Got a
Destiny.
drink.
Yes, what we didn't see was Destiny interacting with the other people there. And I think Tisha and Kimmy both were trying to tell her, like, hey, yo, get yourself together. Don't let them ruin your mood. But she couldn't take it. Now, that I agree on. Now, I'm going to strongly disagree, and I'm not going to act like Mel is holier than thou and that we always need Mel to come to something to make it poppin'. I don't think that's true because Tisha and them are successful business owners. Kimmy's a
sure?
successful business owner. I'm definitely sure.
Okay, then you probably haven't heard the news yet.
What's the news?
Search it up. You'll see.
No, you can't do that, Sebastian. You got some.
Don't gaslight the
drop.
situation.
I'm not gaslighting.
You got some tea.
But there's alleged
dropping.
lawsuits going around there.
All
But where's
businesses
the
have lawsuits.
facts? Or where's the facts? Do we have any facts?
All
Okay,
businesses go through
I
lawsuits.
I put the alleged banner up. So what's the alleged lawsuit?
Because we know people like to just make up
We
stuff
talked
for
it on
sensational
Lola. We
stories.
talked about it
So
on Lola Lane, and the issue is that their businesses are having issues.
Well, I
Which
thought
one?
that
Hold on, which
someone-
one specifically?
Schultz.
I want the dirt.
Skolt, is it Schultz or Skolt?
Scope.
Skolt is having issues.
Well, I thought the lawsuit with Scope was that they sued somebody and then they were countersued. But that's the price of tea in China when it comes to business. You're gonna get sued. Candy told us that she has to keep a lawyer on retainer because people are always suing.
Who, Phaedra?
What?
now you know.
Mims, that's a mess. That's very messy.
Hey.
You know, Phaedra haven't won a case.
It's true. It's definitely true, especially the bigger your business is, people gonna sue you. I mean, how many
This is a
times
multi-million
McDonald's have been
dollar
sued?
lawsuit.
Like,
Yeah, because they making multi-million dollars according to them.
Well, it's thanks to. Let me say this again. Melody, I will say this again. I don't even like Melody as much. People may think I like Melody. I don't like Melody. I don't like any of them on this show. Because what I see on this show is fake and phony. All of them. But I will say this. I'll give points where I have to. And Melody and Martell are the ones who contributed the most to that business that caused it to be a multi-million dollar business today.
I
even
disagree.
though they do not hold shares anymore.
I think I like Tisha because I'm an underdog fan, and because everyone comes after Tisha, it makes me love Tisha even more. But when Marceau said that Tisha had a community development and she sold it and brought the majority of the company, that's a boss move.
I mean, people say that Tisha is dumb, but if
She
she has
is.
the stuff in writing, like she says,
Um.
I think that people. So she's not dumb. She is. I think she has her master's, right?
Two masters.
So
But they
she's
can't
not
comprehend
dumb.
her mind.
I think that what people see is her husband gaslighting her all the time, and she seemingly allows it. But we really do not know what she has going on behind the scenes, right? She might just be playing the game until she gets to a better situation.
But she already let us know if she catch Marceau doing something, she taking him for everything she
You know
got.
she's lying. You know she's caught him doing stuff a lot of the time and just let it go. We're not going to
We don't know that.
Y'all don't give Tisha no
We
kind of
allegedly-
credit.
We know
You have
damn.
no idea if she caught somebody. What was she standing next to her?
Tisha does Tisha
all
can't
yours.
even. Tisha does not have the power to even talk to Marceau. Okay, we see this on the TV show.
She doesn't need the power. She can hire an attorney and they can talk to Marceau.
You know she would not have that courage to go walk to an attorney's office and do that. You know,
Y'all don't think so? Oh, y'all crazy.
One thing is, she, as I said, she's fake and phony, and one thing is, she wants to make sure her household looks nice and well. If Marceau is doing his stuff outside, he'll make sure when they have their Christmas pictures, they're sitting nicely and well.
But wasn't that what all of them were doing? Making sure their Christmas pictures was nice and well.
I said all of them are fake and phony. I said this is the Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's a fake and phony show.
I have an important question for each one of the people on the panel. Would you try Miss Wanda's show enough baked potato?
No,
Yes.
What?
no.
Well, first of all, any pork in it? Because I don't eat pork.
It looks like there's a lot of ingredients.
I don't like things that are overwhelming and unorganized. So
It ain't got
yeah.
to be
Okay, so
pretty
let's.
for me to eat
Okay,
it. It just got
so
to taste
I
good. But
don't
I
think
don't
we're
do
gonna
pork.
get to.
Did it freeze?
I think Mims
Oh shoot! I
freeze.
thought it was me.
I thought it was me. That's why I stopped talking. Mims, you're frozen. Oh,
Sorry about that, guys. I think maybe the tree is messing with my Wi-Fi. Um, let's move on to Mel. So when Mel arrives at on the scene, for me personally, if I was Destiny and I didn't get along with somebody and they crashed my party, I probably would still be gracious. I would still be like, okay, let me welcome you in to this event. Have you seen my new store? Let's talk later and maybe we can come to some, you know, agreement with where our friendship is. But I definitely would not show it on the face at my business. Where are you guys at with Mel arriving?
I agree. And you know what? I probably would have tried to sell her something right on TV and shamed her into buying it right there on TV. Girl, why don't you get you some of this? She looking at the camera. Go ahead and pay for it. Support my business.
She Destiny definitely should have had a better attitude. She should have had that shock face in the beginning, and then I agree, she should have flipped it. But I still stand on that dry hi Destiny and just walking away was just rude and disrespectful.
First of all, Destiny, as I said, her business is low budget and her mind lacks a lot of financial knowledge. Melody's probably the one with the most followers on that whole show. All you could have done was be like, Mel, on the side while cameras aren't doing anything, can you go live and promote my businesses and stuff? That's it. You
Wait,
could
they're
have
not
done
even
Now,
that.
getting
now
This was
you,
along. They not
marketing.
getting
No,
Sebastian,
This was
y'all
along.
want
called
her to kiss Mel's
marketing.
butt.
I'm not
No.
nobody's
asking her to
gonna
kiss
beg
Mark's
for
butt.
you to go
I'm
and promote.
Yes.
The thing is, it's called marketing, and when someone lacks financial knowledge, they would know nothing about it, and that's what Destiny shows.
Does she
No, you
lack
gotta go
financial
go with
knowledge or does
somebody
she
that you
lack
actually have to
finances?
keep
That's a
when you're
different.
begging.
Both of them, both actually, I don't think she lacks financial knowledge because she was able to get some welfare,
They know you.
PPP loans. She was able to get a lot of these
Well, let's
subsidiary.
not act like that everybody who started business started at the top now. You got to
No,
work
I'm
Yes.
your
not saying
way up
anyone
now.
started at
Come
the
on
top.
now.
Everyone always starts from the bottom. Everyone always starts from the bottom with a business. That is the truth. Everyone starts with the
Well, not
bottom.
everybody. If you're
She
rich and
needs
Well,
to
famous,
if you're
you
find
get
her
to
getting,
the top.
niche.
but this
Let's
woman,
come on now.
she
No,
started
you
with
got to jump
Mel's
in.
$4,000. Okay, she started with that $4,000 that Mel sent her. Okay, let's put it at that.
Well, no, she didn't start her business with the she when her business was, having a financial problems, then Mel, stepped in as a friend and gave her that
Exactly.
money.
I,
But
I
she
don't
didn't
care
start. You're being
if
shady,
if a
Sebastian.
friend sends me money. And I'm not friends with them
It's
anymore. I
Sebastian
will always
Shade.
respect them. Okay, I'll always respect them. I'm
Noe, where
tired
are
of
you
her.
at?
I feel like this. At the end of the day, we're not gonna sit up here and act like this wasn't an all cast plus extras shoot day. 'Cause
Amen.
why was Melnika mic'd up and talking so much? Is
Well,
she
Melnika was the star because I liked Melnika this
no, but
episode.
I'm just my point is it was an all cast day, which is probably why Mel showed up and it gave her the opportunity to confront old Tech and Wanda. Cause I don't believe she wanted to show up to support Destiny. Cause like Destiny said, when Mel did her thing, she sent her money back and said no, thank you. So I don't believe she just wanted to show up because it's black business.
You don't send no money back.
I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't believe that. But here's my thing. I am mad at Destiny. Destiny, baby. Um, Production was really playing you to the left because they should have only panned your shells from the front because when we saw them from the side, we saw they was a quarter of the way full. What I wanted you to do in that moment, I don't care if Tommy was there. I don't care if Mel was there. This was your opportunity to showcase to the world. Everybody been dragging your made for TV business because that's what they call it. Because they say that's the only time it's open when you film it. This was the time to show, okay, that you was really about your business. Ain't
I'm gonna
nobody,
mute myself.
ain't nobody I don't like now about to come in my business and change my attitude. If I didn't have a speech prepared, one would have been made up on site. I would have been stunting on them right then and there in my business. You're standing in my business, but yet you let them take your power and control your emotions. Girl, you childish. Then you want to wait till you walk out the door. And I'm really mad because, girl, you talking about excellence, but ma'am, what was the bundle here? Pack hair don't belong behind the counter. That's where the bundles go. The pack hair the girls was wearing in 1990, rolling them in them on rides and putting it in the microwave to make their kitty girl ponytails. Nobody wearing that Yankee no more. Yankee don't go behind the counter. You can put that on the shelf. I'm mad in that moment, and everybody thought, and I'm not knocking it. Everybody's thought from somewhere, but when you get on TV and not act like you starting from the bottom because this is a new business, when you want to act like you got your SHI together, I expect it to be together, or I'ma drag your ass. And that's just period. And that's why she gets dragged. That attitude was just nasty. I want to know why for a beauty store opening, the attire was club attire.
Well, no, Leah, to be fair, club attire is church attire nowadays, so we can't even give her that. We can't
Baby,
blame that on her.
if you wearing that to the church, you go to Bishop Scammer Church.
No, yeah, I think you pretty much paraphrased what the majority of the panel was saying. She should have gotten her act together really quick. There's no way that somebody should be able to get you out of your zone at your business opening. You just opened it again, which means that you need some type of promotion. You need all these people there. Do you know how many people in Huntsville would have showed up if she would have said it's a cast filming day?
Well, could
First
she
of all,
allow the
anybody
public
go
to
to the
come
register?
because the
The
cast was
register
filming?
opened
You
not
could do it
one.
as soon as the call ends.
The register
Uh,
opened not one time. Not one time. I didn't see not one person buy nothing. The only person I ever know to buy anything about that store is Scotty. And he said the brush so hard it damn near took out his scalp.
Scotty
The
hates
brush
that
is hard.
brush. Scotty hate that damn brush now. No, you're right on that one. Scotty hates that damn brush.
Whew. I think Destiny went wrong opening up a brick and mortar store. Like, there's a lot of extra money that goes into that when she would have done better online. She would have cut out most of her overhead right off top, just going
Thank
straight
you.
online.
Thank you. And then on top of that, she should have, while she talking about, oh, my business was struggling. Girl, if you had all of them products during the pandemic, you should have did what everybody else did and put your business on doggone DoorDash and all of these delivery places that deliver other things besides food. If Dollar General can be on DoorDash, Madonna can too. I'd have been DoorDashing people their products, they Baby Earl, they Vaseline, whatever they wanted. It would have been on the DoorDash menu. You have to find a way to make your stuff work if you want to make it work. If she would have been able to do that, she wouldn't have to worry about child care for the baby because guess what? Put you a playpen up in there because you ain't nobody coming up in there.
Well, I think Destiny wants to pivot and turn it into like salon suites so she can
But you
rent it
don't
out
own
to
the
stylists and
building.
stuff.
You don't own it.
I
You
mean,
can't make changes to a building that you don't own. That if we go back episodes ago when she was talking to Maurice, she act like she owned and was paying the mortgage, not a rent. A mortgage and a rent is two different things. Rent is something you pay on a monthly that you will never own. At the end of a mortgage, there comes a deed.
well, I
Yet,
think that the whole back salon thing is a good idea, but I think that it's an idea that should have been executed after her original business took off online.
Exactly. She
Thank
should have been
you.
doing
You cannot
e-commerce.
be
Start from the
stretching
bottom.
yourself too far in the beginning because we all got a whole bunch of ideas. We want to get up, get up, get up, but you got to focus on one and make that great. And that one can build up all the other ones.
Unless you did it at the same time, and that's how you marketed the business from the beginning. We're going to have salons in the back, and we're going to have all the products that they use in the front. And then when you do that, when people are getting their hair done, you can upsell them. Hey, this is the product. I use Kenya Moore Hair Care. Let me take you to it, show you their line. That's what they do at a spa. That only makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I get that, but I don't think she had the capital to do that. That's why she should have stayed
Online
first, got that one popping, and then expanded.
Yeah, she
Oh,
definitely needed someone to help her. I definitely agree with what you just said, ma'am. She didn't market it correctly because I think Tisha mentioned like she thought she was gonna buy the building, but then the seller changed his or her mind, and so she had to rent her space. So she definitely should have just.
Well, you can't
I don't.
buy it if your credit is not good.
exactly.
that's
That's
what
not
I'm
me
Well,
being
you know,
shady.
you don't need the credit if you got the cash, but I don't
If
think
you,
she had
they
either.
make it when you
So
got the coins.
yes, but
Or an
she ain't got the
investor.
coins.
If you got an investor, she got you. Look, there's ways for, I don't want to call it broke people, but there's ways for everybody to start owning some stuff. And if you had an investor, then she could have.
Yes, but you must assure that investor that your business will actually prosper.
But here's the thing.
True.
Could have gotten more investors had she turned on the charm at her event that was going to be publicized on TV instead of standing up there looking like Hootie and the Blowfish by the face. Them cheeks was puffed out
That's
the whole
actually
time. You
a
should have been
really good.
talking to up your business to where if I'm an investor, I want to put my product and I'm seeing how you developing your store and the ideas that you have. Girl, let me get in touch with you because I want to support black owned business. But what you did, you had an attitude the whole time. At the end of the day, you mad with Stormy, and do I believe Stormy was probably being shady? I don't know. Stormy said she bought the gift after the Galentine because she did feel like she was wrong or whatever. Stormy,
I
whatever.
don't believe it.
I
Stormy
believe
brought
that,
that gift to stunt.
I could, whatever. But you saying if she wanted to apologize, she could have had product in her store. First of all, I don't have to gift you. I can buy you a gift. I don't have to gift you my product in which I sell. This is not charity. I'm running a business as well. If you want me to put business, most businesses you buy inventory from those people to put in your stores and make your money. I'm not giving you my business, like, but then you say you don't accept charity and handouts. Don't
Really
nobody
quick,
have to give you their business products.
really quick, guys. We got almost 150 people in here. Let's get to 100 likes. I know we can do at least 100. Definitely hit that like button. Know Your Reads is reading the dog out of Destiny, so that's worth a like at least. Continue, Know Your.
Yeah, I'm just saying that didn't make no sense. Like at the end of the day, you thought with anger and not about your business. For all the people that's going to, because what I saw didn't make me want to go in a Madani. You talk about they made a mockery out of your business. You made a mockery out of your business standing up there with that attitude. Production made a mockery out of your business the way they shaded you and showed them empty shelves.
Ooh.
Unpopular. You up here. You gotta help your girl out.
Okay, so I'm gonna help Destiny.
Come on,
I
help out. Make me
help her
understand.
out. I'm gonna help her out. No, yeah, I got you. But I'm gonna be honest. Unpopular also means honest. Nolia is right. She should have changed that attitude. That attitude was horrible. I can't defend that horrible attitude. But what I will defend from Destiny is that she at least is trying. I'm gonna give her a B for effort. I'm gonna disagree. I think that Stormy came in there trying to stunt. Stormy is shady, but she likes to pretend that it's a nice kind of shade. No, Stormy, you're shady because one, your products aren't in there and you have a beauty business. She should have had Stormy's products. She should have had Mel's products. She should have had all the cast products because they all are into the beauty industry.
Well, I mean, that's when
Say,
you have to do side conversations. Hey, we filmed, it was not great. We almost had a physical fight, but you are a black female business owner. I'm a black female business owner. We are cast members together. Let's work it out outside. I think that is where she falls short each time. I
but did
don't
she try and they said no? That's what I
we
want to know.
we don't know that all we know is that
Right.
Stormy showed up with flowers, a Gucci bag, and her mama, which when you show up with your mom, that typically means I'm coming in peace. Let's just try to work this out. She said everything right. I'm supporting you. This is a big accomplishment. This is a market that we're not normally in. All that kind of stuff. You should have invited Dr. Heavenly to your grand opening. Heavenly Store is really, there's so many things that were missed
Heavenly Store
opportunities.
hasn't even been opened for a year or two yet.
You had
But
Scott and
Heavenly is a
Contessa.
fan favorite. Destiny isn't.
No, but I'm saying
Heavenly
you
was
invite
never a
them.
fan favorite.
Heavenly has always been a fan favorite. Like,
No,
we're
she
not gonna play
hasn't.
that game.
I've
The
always been
point is, they
defending that
should
one.
have been invited. You should have invited everybody you can. This is your second shot to make it. But guys, we got to move on to
The
the
fight.
actual fight. I see you in here, Prosperity Thick Girl. Mel shows up. Destiny gets a hello, but she continues to say that Mel did not speak. That's a major point of contention. Really quick, did you guys feel that Melody speaking was enough?
No.
Yeah. Let me say this. It's semantics. It's semantics, right? She spoke. Destiny knows she spoke. She didn't speak to Destiny in the manner in which Destiny wanted to be spoken to. Much like when Destiny said, we didn't communicate, and Mel said, we did communicate. I text you. Destiny wanted her to communicate with her a certain way. So since you didn't do it the way I wanted you to do, in my opinion, it wasn't done. So I think unless she gave Destiny whatever Destiny been looking for all of this time, it would have never been what she wanted her to be. But the fact of the matter is, you can't say I didn't speak to you, and I spoke. What you can say is you didn't speak to me in the manner that you wanted me to speak. I think she wanted her to greet her and hug her like she did Kimmy, so she can kind of SHI on her, like, girl, you know I'm fool with you like that. You know what I'm saying? I think just the hey Destiny wasn't going to be enough. It wasn't enough.
It definitely wasn't enough because I can appreciate Stormy trying to engage in conversation. We didn't see Mel try to engage in conversation. Hi, Destiny, with that low meek, and then she's giving Kimmy a hug. Like, she should have said, hi, Destiny, how you doing? I came here to try to support your store. I want to support Black business. Mel didn't do that. And plus, I can't let this go, but like, didn't Mel have Tisha escorted out of her skincare line by security when Tisha showed up?
Let me see.
She did, but that's a different
Thank
situation.
you. Two different things. We are talking
How
about.
is that different? It was a cast event.
Only,
Well, because
the
Melody's
invitation
event was
only
more like a
event and the
seminar
flyer
type
come as you are,
invite
everybody
only.
welcome event. That's two
Wait, I
different
can't hear
things.
you.
I said that's two different things. Yes, Mel did that, right? But Mel had a private event invitation only. Tisha didn't have an invitation versus a open flyer, come as you are, everybody welcome to come from off the streets event. That's two different things.
I thought it was a cast event because they were filming for the show.
It is, but when it's an all cast day, everybody have to show up. Whether I talk to you 2 times, I don't care how mad you are. I don't have to like you. I'm gonna give you that hey I gave you because Carlos said I have to be here in order for me to get a check today, and that's what that was.
So how we know that wasn't the same for Tisha?
Because it was
an all cast event.
Who wasn't there from the cast? The only people who didn't.
Nobody was there from the cast.
The only person from the cast who didn't show up was Marceau. That was it.
Maurice was not there.
Maurice was
Destiny
there.
was not there. No, he was not. It was just Kimmy there. That was Kimmy.
Maurice was there with Kimmy. It was a cast event.
No, it was not. No, it was not. And he was not there. It was only Kimmy by herself. That's why she was the only one that walked Tisha to the car at the end of the night. You never saw Maurice in no scene that night at all.
That was a cast event. They were filming for the show. Clearly, production told Tisha to come, and Mel turned her away. Tisha even said, I came there to support Mel. She came to support her business. And Mel said, she's not invited. You need to have her way. Mel didn't even have the conversation.
That doesn't make it a cast event because she wanted to support her. What?
But then they just do the same thing.
Here's the difference. Like she was saying, Melody's event was a private invitation only event. I can't show up at no event I ain't got an invitation to, point blank, period. Destiny was having a grand reopening. Come all is what that is. Everybody's invited
on for
to a
Clifford to
grand
figure out
reopening.
how to do a reopening.
So when somebody shows up to a private event, best believe security is taking you out.
But it's they're
Exactly.
filming for the show.
It doesn't
It doesn't matter. It was a
matter.
private event.
This is her company, her way. It
Her
doesn't
But
matter
money.
isn't it
that they
Destiny's
were filming.
store opening her way?
But she had an open
No.
invite.
You missing the point that I am saying. Destiny's event was a public event. Everyone, literally everyone, anybody in Huntsville could have shown up to her grand reopening. That's
But
what a
nobody
grand
did.
reopening is.
But they can't do that when they try to film the show.
No. Your
It's
local
also an all cash day.
closes and then reopens, everybody going into the doggone Kroger. But if you having an event, black tie, invitation only, you ain't about to have everybody show up. You missing the point, and I don't know if it's deliberately or not. But
no, I'm not missing the point. We just see it two different ways.
No, there's no other way. There's a difference between private and public.
Exactly.
It's like if I invite people over my house and then the neighbor want to show up. Hold up, you ain't been invited to my home. You can't come in.
Okay, so I think we're at an impasse with that particular part. So some people do feel like, Destiny was right because Melody did not speak in the appropriate way to Destiny, and other people feel Destiny's face was given stank, and she got a hello, a hi, a what's up, and she kept walking around. I could get it. The only problem with Destiny is if you're making this face, I'm probably not going to approach you either. I'm going to be appropriate and say hello, but it's not going to be the type of warm greeting you would expect. I'm sorry. Now we get to the meat and potatoes, the Wanda Melody. Do you guys feel that Melody was
You forgot Miss Van.
Was she justified in approaching Wanda because Wanda said that her baby was not Martell's and that Martell needed a DNA test? Have we reached the point on this show where we can bring kids into it?
No, we have not.
I always feel like it's a low point of any show when you start talking about people's children, because children will eventually see this. Children are one day going to have other children saying, well, is your daddy your daddy? Not saying that Martell is not at fault for any suggestions that he might have made that Melody cheated prior to her getting pregnant with him. He's at fault. But at this point, that's what Melody has to deal with her baby daddy. I don't think that it's fair to say that she has to deal with her castmates going live about it all the time and talking about it. It's two different things. She has to deal with Martell. She does not have to deal with Miss Wanda. We got 200 people in the room. Guys, hit the like button. It helps push my channel. And panel, where are you guys at with that? Was Melody right? Was Miss Wanda right?
I'm a Wanda fan, but Melody can definitely check a bitch when you talking trash. So yes, Melody was right. If you say something I don't like and you're online and I see you, yeah, I can definitely check you.
I'm gonna say this. First of all, wherever she saw me at is where it wouldn't have been a conversation for me as a mother. It would have been fist and mouth. It wouldn't have been no conversation. I'd have walked up to her and punched her dead in her mouth. It's the revisionist history for me when it all broke down and they talk about, well, Mel started it by talking about my daddy be in her inbox. Girl, it was a comeback to the 50 million lives your mama had did talking about this lady, calling her a whore, saying, oh, she slept with this one, that one, and the third one. And let's not act like this is the first time that Wanda has made a comment about these people children when it came to the good hair thing, and Mel kids was gonna be jealous of Tisha kids because they had good hair and they might try to cut their hair, that kind of bull crap. So after you done talked about my kids before, you done made 50 11 lies about me. P-Pop and Backsliding Bernard was on the live with you one day talking about he got the choppers and he was gonna let him ring. Then when I'm in his face, he backsliding quicker than somebody in an ugly fuchsia suit on Easter Sunday that done got saved at 12 and going to drink at 1. No God. She had every right. Every right. We not gonna act like Wanda ain't kicked this off. We not gonna act like that. And Tisha, I love you. I kind of love you, girl. I kind of love you because you be pissing me off. And I understand. Ain't nobody gonna tell my mama off in front of my face. But what I would have did was grab my mama and say, see, you started all of this because you can't keep this woman name out your mouth on your live. But no, pack up the potatoes. Get her home. Let's go. Now I gotta fight this because she up in here talking to you crazy, and at the end of the day, you wrong as.
Mel was right. You don't talk about people. Kids are off limit. I don't care how old they are. I mean, I don't care how you try to change it around. I'm going to say how old they are because Tisha is a grown woman. And that's what I meant to say. Marceau, you sound stupid. You need to stop talking. If you didn't hear what was said, why are you even opening your mouth? And why are you so aggressively opening your mouth when you don't even know what you're talking about? And now you on the internet talking about some Maurice started it all. No, you started it all. You didn't even know what was going on. And when you were they were trying to tell you what was going on, you still wanted to be Billy Bad Butt and pretend like you were going to do something. But Wanda is always wrong. Wanda has been on her live talk about, I got this information. I know who the man is. Such and such done told me. But tonight it was Martell that started it. Make up your mind. Which one did it? Which one is it?
Okay, so I'm going to say something and it's going to be a little long-winded. So I'm a social worker, right? And so clinically speaking, I think when you deal with people like Wanda has gone through a lot in her life. And I think Wanda can only focus on one thing at a time. I get what
baked potatoes.
I think them potatoes look good, and I try one. I know Wanda can cook. She can't be that messy and wear finger waves and can't cook. So I'm gonna say that I think what Wanda wasn't getting, and this is where I kind of see Wanda at, because where Wanda is mentally, Wanda didn't think she was talking about the baby. She thought that she was just talking about Melody, not thinking that she's mentioning her baby and that's going to upset Melanie and Martell, as it should. I just think that Wanda isn't. I think when you argue, you can't argue with someone like Wanda because she's never going to get it. That's why I just always laugh at Wanda, because Wanda is never going to get the point. She only can focus on like one small thing at a time.
But when does that stop being an excuse? Keep your mouth closed. If you don't comprehend well, stop talking all the daggone time.
Oh yeah, but that's why that's why Wanda fights, because she know her mouth gonna get her in trouble. That's why Melody can check Wanda, because Wanda needs to be checked, but she's not gonna get it.
Go ahead, Sebastian. Jump in.
But then, but also in another breath, you say, "Well, now that I know she felt like I was talking about her kid, yeah, I'm talking about your child. Go find your baby daddy. What is wrong with you?"
Ain't nobody popped her in the mouth. That's what's
wrong. I think she need to be popped real good. Like that's asinine.
I think that if she would have hit Melody, she would have got it.
Oh, I know she would have. I think if she was swung right,
Melody's mom would have jumped in too.
Did you see Miss Van when she came from behind?
Let's get ready to rumble.
It was the rumble in the jungle of Huntsville.
She pushed Melody out the way. I think that was her way of saying, "I'm gonna get her.
Thank
you don't even have to. I'm gonna get her." I was like, yes.
With all the God in me. Classy, with all the God, I'm gonna get you.
Speaking to Martell in a nice way. If Melody accepts him, she accepts him back into the family for these trips for the sake of her grandchildren. She's a very classy lady.
What do you think about what Destiny said?
But we saw real quick. Well, I did not like that. If somebody's mom says something to me, unless it's just really, really egregious, I'm gonna try my best to hold my tongue, because I really do try to respect my elders.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You're literally screaming at my child outside the door, and I make a comment. It's not like Mama Joyce trying to throw a shoe at Karma.
Thank you.
This was just somebody's mom reacting to the fact that you ran after her, screaming at her. It did not evoke or need that type of reaction that she gave her. Don't talk to anybody's parents shady, because if somebody talked to her dad like that, it
Hmm.
probably would have been a fight.
That's what I'm saying. This lady, all she said was, "You were wrong. You were wrong." And then you go to the top of your lungs like you speaking to law, and you lied on, and and basically called her mother a liar. The mother said, "No, you did lie." Well, you can excuse yourself. Who the do you think you talking to? This lady has given you nothing but respect. We have never seen this lady talk to anybody out the way. And this how you feel like you can talk to her, and then you gonna go out the door talking something. Well, don't uh pimp your daughter. Why you take it back? Why did you evoke?
Pimping your daughter like Martell had money, pimping her
Right?
daughter
Like,
would
what
have
are you
been you
talking
marrying her
about?
off to somebody rich. And that's not the case.
You need to pimp that outfit you had on. You need to pimp it out. Take it off. You
That
don't
I
talk to
didn't
nobody
know.
prayer like that. That made me. It's just, you don't do that. Mm-mm. Melody, a bigger woman than me, because I went back in there. I'd have forgot about Wanda for a second. I'd have dragged her up out of her own store.
Sebastian wanted to go, but you're on mute, Sebastian.
Well, I was just waiting for everyone else.
No, go ahead and go. But guys, we're over 200 people in here. Let's get to 150 likes,
I'm
please.
tired of Wanda. I'm tired of her. I do not want to see
Yeah.
her on my screens. I am tired of her vocabulary. And I heard someone say that she's probably incomprehensible. Well, if Tisha, if your mama's incomprehensible, you need to put her in a nursing home, because that's where geriatric heifers are, like your mom.
You better say it.
That's exactly where she deserves to be.
Well, I'm gonna say I don't argue with people's mothers, so I'm with you, ma'am. I
Well,
wouldn't have said nothing to
also,
Van.
her mother should not be arguing with her friends. It's completely inappropriate
Exactly.
for her mother to be getting into the cast's issues. So, and her baby daddy, Tisha's dad, to be DMing Melody. That
What
is
did he
completely
say in the
inappropriate.
DM?
We don't know.
It go down.
We don't know, but Melody said that he was DMing her, which is a problem.
What did he say? She looked nice in the DM, or
It
was
don't
it
matter. It's
sexual?
He
inappropriate.
didn't
It's
say anything.
inappropriate.
Right.
Okay, this is a good point. I love counterpoints. Kimberly, if you want to come up on the panel, I've dropped the link. Anybody can come on this panel. This is y'all's show. If Miss Van had been doing Instagram lives about Destiny,
Thank
that
you.
would be the difference. But um, Miss Wanda, although I love her, consistently goes in on this woman. So I think those are two different things, but I definitely value your opinion. I'm sorry, Sebastian. Continue.
Those are
Disrespect begets
definitely
disrespect.
Also, it's completely different because I don't think Miss Van would spend her time disrespecting someone else's kids. And the thing is, Martell knows that this is kind of disrespectful because he knows, yes, Melody and him, they have fell out and everything, but he knows damn well those kids are his. He knows that. This is why
Hmm.
he fell out with all this nonsense. I'm tired of Miss Wanda. I really am. It's disgusting. I don't even want to see her.
I love
But
Miss
to
Wanda
Kimberly's point, I don't
on
think
this show.
Van. But to Kimberly's point, I don't think Van should have addressed Destiny. I don't think she should have said anything to Destiny. I think she should have left. Me personally, if Van would have said something to me, I wouldn't have responded because I don't argue with anybody's mother because that's disrespectful. But I agree with Kimberly. Van shouldn't have said anything to Destiny. Destiny was talking to Melody, not to her. So I think Van should have stayed out of it at that point. I really do believe
nah,
that.
nah.
What?
Now let me say this.
I'm
Let me say this because we gon' one thing about me in reality TV, we're gonna keep it real in the reality TV world. In the real world, any of us in on this panel sitting up here and we constantly everybody's storyline is predicated on talking about us, a beef with us, a issue with us, a problem with us, mama's dragging us, everything else on the internet that's going on about this lady. Let's keep it real. Mama gonna sit up here and constantly see you take it and don't say nothing, not one time. Let's be real. Miss Van has had to sit and watch this her daughter being called a whore, her daughter being called a bad friend, her daughter being called everything but a child of God. You know what I'm saying? And we expect her to still not say nothing. Everybody have a breaking point. And I know one thing. People can understand the justification of Wanda No Grandma Moore.
Exactly.
Going up for her daughter, Tisha, as if she's two, when she damn near got an AARP card. Then you can understand Miss Van being frustrated about Mel. And I'm not saying, oh, it's good for one person to be disrespected and another person to be disrespected. But we're not going to act like Wanda and Miss Van is the same. Miss Van carries herself as an elder. Wanda carries herself as a gutter snipe. As two different, completely different things. Wanda is completely disrespectful. And let me tell you something. Respect goes a long way. And I don't care that you are my elder. When you online calling me a whore and everything else, I'm going to address you wherever I see you.
And also, Miss Van had a relationship with Destiny as well, and she saw the things. This lady went and prayed with this girl, was consoling this girl, was being counsel for this girl. So to see her act that way, and who's to say that Miss Van even said it was saying it to her? She was like, "You are that's wrong, that's wrong." And Destiny was already in the headspace and the mood that anybody could have got it. The same she. What did you say? What did you say? Miss Van could have been saying it to somebody else. And what did you say, Miss Van? We saw it. She was in a headspace to give anybody the business. So
but we
that's what it
also
was.
saw Miss Van say something. So what? I'm not comparing Van to Wanda because it's totally two different people and it's totally two different reactions. What I'm saying is that I don't think Van should have said anything to Destiny. Period. She shouldn't have addressed Destiny. We're not talking about Wanda and Van because it is a difference. I agree with you. Wanda talked trash, so Wanda gonna get the trash back on her. But I don't think Van should have said anything to Destiny. And Destiny shouldn't have, even if Van did say something, because of the way Miss Van responds, I wouldn't have responded to her. I'm gonna let her have it. You know, she's taking it for her daughter. I'm gonna let her have it.
Hey, Kobe, where you at with this?
Well, actually, I was really disappointed. Like, I was really disgusted by the show and Miss Wanda. I mean, her behavior was just, I just can't even explain. I mean, and the thing that I really have a problem with her
swing on her ass.
Yeah, yeah, is that she's always trying to make Mel seem like she's loose, or the comments that she was making about check her paternity. But Miss Wanda is the one who got on TV and said that she had a husband and a boyfriend. Am I not right? She said that. So if you want to talk about other people's paternity and being loose, and then you get on TV openly as a senior citizen and say you're currently dating two men at the same time, and then you want to touch food, because when you cook, you have to taste food, and if you have two men, you might be a little too busy. I don't want you tasting food and touching it. So, and then it looks like her nail bed stank. You know what I mean? She's not someone that looks clean, that washes her hands. Exactly. You look like she's digging her. She just doesn't look clean to me. She looks like she got black gel on her fingernails. Hey, she got black gel under her fingernails. She looks dusty. And at the end of the day, usually I don't talk about mamas. I'm the most respectful, but this woman talking about children over and over their hair. You're a dark-skinned woman. You're talking about hair and all this sort of stuff. This is just embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And then what I was also very disappointed is that Marceau actually was with it also. This is the same lady that's been trying to destroy your marriage, bro. She's been trying to destroy your marriage, put your situation up last, make her daughter look stupid for still being with you, and make you look stupid, and then expect for you to open her business up at the same time while she's trying to destroy your marriage. So if you just sit there and indulge someone like that, I mean, it's just disgusting. Another thing, too, one of my last comments is that I want to say is that I actually felt bad for Martell, because if you remember early in the when the series first started, Martell was the one that had all the money, and him and Mel. And it was Tisha and Marceau that was like, let's do the comeback group. Let's build with us. And they were just so humble. And Melody was like, nah, I don't want to. And Martell was like, come on, Mel, like, let's work with them. If you all remember, he was the one that wanted to work with them when Melody didn't in the beginning. Now that they got their money up, Tisha's like, I don't know if I want you in the comeback group. I bought your percentage. They throwing their weight around. Now, back in the day, they was all humble when Mel and Martell was running everything. And then after he sat there and let her do all of that, talk and get her talk, I bought you out and I'm successful, all this stuff. So then the next thing you know, now her mama is attacking the man and talking about the baby's paternity and using his name. If she was talking about Mel, so someone on the panel said, well, she was just talking about Mel. If she's saying Martell, you need to get your paternity check, she's talking about him directly and she's putting him in it. So he has no choice but to respond. And then whatever his name, Marceau gets over there acting like he want to throw and try to get all hot over the same lady that's been giving him problems that will eventually destroy his marriage. He's not going to get any grace from Miss Wanda, so he can defend her if he wants to.
But Kobe,
Kobe, you
she
better
not trying to
that thing,
destroy his
Kobe.
marriage. That's Mel. That's Mel trying to destroy their marriage. Nobody else, as teacher says.
Well,
Well,
I'm
that's
gonna
what
say
teacher
Miss Wanda doesn't look dirty to me. Miss Wanda, even though her hair ain't the best, it's always done. Miss Wanda always looks clean to me. She
Wanda don't
always
wash her
is
hands,
dressed. Her makeup is done. Miss Wanda step on the scene. She be fresh to death from the 1980s, but she still be fresh and clean.
and she still don't wash her hands. She don't look like.
No,
don't look
Wanda
like a
clean.
kid.
I mean,
I
listen,
can't do
I
that.
ain't gonna call that lady dirty. I will say her home looked like inside of a funeral parlor with
No
all the
problem.
plastic all over the furniture. You know what I'm saying? She probably got the carpet runner too. Well, people who had that kind of furniture typically kept their house clean. That's why they had their plastic on their furniture because they didn't want you to sit on it, have their fabric stanking and stuff.
Not on that good furniture,
The
at
lady
least.
I ain't
looked
say she was
dirty.
dirty. I said she don't wash her hands.
I ain't gonna say that. I will say I did see her on a live out in the sun with potato salad that wasn't on ice selling it to people. That was
Oh, here I was thinking
that's
that
that
you were gonna be defending her. No,
That would never happen with
you know what
no.
I'm saying? Like that ain't I don't here's my problem, and I'ma just be honest. I used to I used to like Wanda. Wanda was an old to all the old hairstyles I used to get back in the day. The French twist, the spiral curls, and your hair be crunchy, crunchy, right? I
okay,
liked
I'm with you.
Wanda. I, I
Like
didn't like
this.
her antics, but I liked Wanda. Come on, pink her ponytail. But when I knew she was just too foul for me, and it has absolutely nothing to do with Mel. Sh- When she said on Scotty's Live and said that her niece was supposed to be Roe v. Wade, that was the end of it to me. I don't care how mad
Said that?
I made. She said that
Yes,
he was
that's not all she said.
supposed to be, the big A word. That
Uh-uh.
that was the ultimate for me. You don't go no lower than that, whether it was true or it's not true. I'm not saying she's lying. I'm not saying she's telling the truth. I would never put that out there in the world for my niece to hear, let alone her family to have to defend. That's like telling somebody your family didn't want you. That's
Oh, you know
horrible.
what? That
That
is
is,
that's as low as Kanye doing it to his own daughter. Remember, he said that Kim wanted to,
Mm-hmm.
and he had to
mhm,
fight to keep her. That's really disgusting, though. I
you
didn't
know,
even
like
know that.
it's
Yeah,
certain,
she did worse than that, ma'am. That's not even half of it.
it's
That's not
certain
half of it. Mm-mm.
it's certain levels to me that you don't cross. And that right there was deplorable. And I swear on my life, my mama, and my kids, and may my daddy rest in his grave. If Wanda was my auntie, she would see me on site every family event. Every family event, she would have to see me. Every family, and if Tisha wanted to do something about it,
You
Jimmy,
could get it
Jimmy
too.
girlfriend, whoever, they would have to see me every family event. You don't that's horrible. That's horrible. That's deplorable. But here's the thing. Listen, I know it's people out there who love the Scots. I'm a reality person. I deal in reality for real. The Scots are Karens. They are Karens. And the definition of what we call a Karen, where I can do some to you, but when you retaliate, I turn and cry and act like what I did wasn't nothing and I'm the victim. They are Karens. They always want to start at the middle at the beginning, even down to when people always want to talk about that scene at that table for that anniversary party. They always want to start at the part where Mel turned around and laughed when Tisha said she never experienced cheating. Nobody started in the limo where you're supposed to be throwing your friend an anniversary dinner, but you bring up the fact that the husband was cheating and you snickering and laughing. We
Like this,
disrespect
just
part,
like
but we get to the
this.
part where Mel laughing.
Just like
Exactly.
Another
that.
thing, I
Just
also
like that.
remember too. Do you remember when Martell and Marceau got into it at the gym, and Martell ran up on Marceau and wanted to throw them hands, and Marceau was like, "Oh, you're violent. You have a business. I'm." Then he tried to say he's gonna call the police or make a
He
report or
did.
something like that. But all of a sudden last night, you all thugged out. You want to chunk him in front of everybody. You that dude, like you let people have to pull you back. But at the gym 1-on-1 with Martell, you didn't even want that smoke. You was calling the police. You was trying to put a
Been in the
report on
gym.
it. In the
Gucci
gym, yeah,
jump
you was
in.
trying to talk about calling the popo. But then all last night in front of the females, you trying to act like you about that. Man, that got me. Ooh, man, I don't
But
like
he
those.
actually did call the police though. That's the sad part. He did get a police
That's
report.
what I'm saying. You called the police on the man. That's what I'm saying. But then last night, you about that smoke. You want to throw hands. You
He
acting
been
like, oh,
exercising.
yeah, that's that phony man, that phony like that. Because at first I thought he was an intelligent dude. Like he don't have to throw hands. That's why I thought he's like, okay. That's why I thought who he was. But last night he was trying to act like he was that dude, and you was about calling the police on the same dude. 2 years ago, you was calling the police when he approached you.
And
Now
this
you
morning
let
he threw his brother under the bus and said his brother started everything.
man. I don't like the fake thuggery. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Calm down, bro. You ain't about that. And then the man is like, he's trying to get hired with these people. You actually made me feel bad for Martell. He's trying to get a job with these people that he deserves that opportunity. Because again, he was trying to get them in when they didn't have nothing. Okay. And now that they balling, Wanda start mess. Tisha start mess. And it's like then blew up the opportunity from the man. And even though he's a cheater and all that, but he has to start his life over and start a business and start to get back so he can support his kids and not be online and doing what he's been doing. So he deserves that start. And I just feel bad that they took that from them with all this mess and ghetto and trashy
Well,
behavior.
And the sad part
well,
is he
I'm
did
going
start
to.
and give him his start. He was the one. Martu was a daggone movie theater supervisor when this show first started. Out of work movie theater supervisor, and Tisha was working at the bank. Mel mentored Martu to be and to us do this real estate and all the things that he's doing now. And you are right for him to throw and act like he's better than him now. Boy, if you don't get up out of here and you still
Wait,
live in
wait,
that
wait,
little
wait.
ass hood house, get out of here.
So I'm sorry. I understand Martell is going to be a star, and I've heard like they did help them start, but I remember with the whole 47 acres. I remember Marceau saying that him and Maurice found that property and they was trying to get them to buy it together. And Martell and them brought it from up under them without them knowing. So Martell don't get no kind of credit for me in
Nope,
business
nope,
because
that's
if
not
you
what
did some
happened.
shady
Thank
stuff like
you.
that,
I don't know what
Not
I
what
can't
happened.
rock with you.
That's not what happened. Go
at
back.
all.
That's not what
Nobody
happened.
ever
At
said
all.
when they was getting the agreement together, Mel and Martell had their thing, and it was supposed to be Tisha and Marceau, Maurice and Kimmy name on the agreement. Because of Marceau and Maurice's credit, they weren't able to do it when Chris Fletcher secured the investors for them. When they bought Tisha, when Tisha and Kimmy bought Mel the paperwork, they told Mel, look at it before she give it to the people. But Mel didn't. She just gave it to the people. And it wasn't what they had agreed upon. Because Tisha and Kimmy had done formed a new company, which left off the men because the men credit couldn't qualify for nothing that they needed. And that's when they went open it. But at the end of the day, they wanted a piece of it, but didn't have no money to put up for it. If you find a Snicker and I buy a Snicker, do I owe you a Snicker and you ain't give me no money for it? I'm just asking.
Okay, so in the play-by-play, Nina has a good point. Martell was trying to walk away, and Marceau grabbed his hand. Marceau, I did see his Instagram post where he blamed everything on his brother. But I do feel like if Martell wanted to walk away and you're not really about that life, don't grab anybody in a heated situation. To
The
me,
same
that
way he didn't
says
want Wanda and them grabbing on him.
you incited it. So, okay, y'all.
And I saw
This
somebody in
episode,
the
it did not stop. It
comments saying
literally.
that Tisha is richer than has more money than Mel, and Mel
What?
is renting. Let me say this. A lot of those famous people that y'all see and follow are renting. They don't own it, they rent it. And personally, I don't care. I don't care who has the most money, because guess what? They all have more money than me. And ain't none of them putting no money in my bank account. But at the end of the day, I'm not a Mel stan. I'm not a Tisha stan. I'm not a nobody stan. I will drag them all. And my
Speaking
issue,
of,
problem
hold on,
is I
really quick.
see
Speaking
women.
about renting, I'm doing a video on Toya's rental property. That's probably gonna come out tomorrow because her
You
new
know what I'm saying?
house that she's renting is still $3 million. So that rent is probably insane. But go ahead,
But
Noe.
my thing is, I'm just so tired of seeing women as far as Tisha and Kimmy. And here's why I get upset with them. I'm so tired of seeing them play the back role, play this docile and submissive role, up until the point where people were dragging Marceau. Now they want to flip the narrative and Tisha's the boss, when we knew he wasn't letting Tisha up out the house so she don't catch him in the street doing what he was doing. Okay, so now you want to flip the narrative, so we're gonna act like Tisha's the big boss of the North. You know what I'm saying? So okay, cool, fine, whatever. I'm tired of seeing them diminish themselves when they know these men are lying to them, for men that don't put nothing in the foreground for them but their credit score when they need to use it.
If Tisha is worth more than Mel, why are they still living in that little hood house? That is not conducive to you. Nobody is going to do that. Nobody wants to live like that. She complains about them being on top of each other. They can't brush their teeth at the same time.
Ooh.
This and that. That's a whole lie. You can tell people
That's
whatever
not
you want them
entirely
to
the truth.
believe.
That's not entirely the truth. Sometimes you sacrifice in order to save so that you can, like they build in a house right now. So why go and splurge on some rent on some big giant fancy house when they building a house? You have
Because she don't want to be there,
smarter.
and
No, you gotta
that
be
house is never
smarter.
going to
Hold
get
on,
built.
let her
It's
let her
about
finish her thought.
looking like you got money. It's about actually having the money.
Like Toya, that's why I'm doing this video on Toya's house. I'm gonna do a whole house tour of her $3 million rental property.
And I just
What's
wanted
up,
to
Richie B?
Hey guys.
Out there spending that baller's money?
No.
Where you at with this episode, Richie?
Um, I feel like Mel kind of started it, and if it's really no rules in fighting. If you say to me, if you talk about my baby father, I'm gonna talk about your baby father or who he may or may not be. You see what I'm saying? It's not really about the kids, even though it's like detrimental. The kids might grow up and say, Martell, are you my dad? But if Mel can sit up there and say, "Oh, well, your baby daddy's in my DMs," then she could say, "Well, maybe you should get a blood test," or whatever she was saying. Like, I don't think it was so.
That's a false equivalency. Those two things don't
I'm
match.
saying
That's not even.
it's no rules in fighting though. So like,
But
and
you are absolutely right, Richie B. But we're not gonna act like that's where it started. How
right,
much? How many
it's
things did
not.
Wanda
I agree.
say? How
I
many things did
agree.
Wanda say before Mel say your baby daddy be in my DMs?
She did say the thing about the kid's hair being nappy, but didn't they squash that? Or
No, they
or she
never
said it
did.
after it. Or
This moment
When
too.
Martell went off on her.
No, they never did. And she said way more than that after the nappy head comment. She has been dragging this lady every time she go on live. She has something to say about Mel. She's a hoe. She's this. She ain't no good. She sucked this. She did that. She know the pain that she had in the mouth. She could tell, and she seen it. She
I
done said a lot of things. It's not.
I
It's
saw a
too
couple
many
of
things to
And
count.
it does affect the children because if you
I s-
remember the previous season, Mel's children were just
What
regular
you did,
kids. They
man.
had their hair regular and natural. But you notice the past season, since Wanda said that, Mel makes certain to have their hair pressed and straight, like they have perms or something now, or hot
well,
combs
she
in it.
needed
Like,
to comb their
and she
hair.
did
She
that
needs to
on
comb
TV
their hair.
because Wanda had made those comments.
what?
She needs to comb their hair, not perm it, but
what is happening? What is happening?
I got a few hot takes though. Like I feel like Miss Van should have stepped to Wanda, and if Melody was hollering in my mother's face, I don't care what my mother said. I would have popped the shit up.
Thank you.
Melody. Okay.
Thank you.
It should have been mom on mom, daughter on daughter, and the men stay out of it. And I don't like how Martell told Tisha to sit down or heel or whatever, and then he just went all buck wild. He's giving her a speech about going to jail and stuff, and he's acting like a damn fool. But Martell tried to walk away. But back to what I was saying, I feel like Miss Van should have said something to Miss Wanda, and Destiny was completely out of pocket for talking to Destiny's mom like that. I mean, Melody's mom like that. She didn't say anything. So Ruth, I don't understand why she got so mad at Melody's mom. What did she say? I forget what she even said.
She was wrong. That's all she said. She was wrong. She was wrong. That's exactly what we heard her say. You were wrong, but Destiny was already in the headspace that anybody could get it, and so when Miss Van said you were wrong, she just went in.
It's really like some
and it's ridiculous
stuff because out of all the people you was mad at, you want to go off on Miss Van. Like that's corny,
right?
Like why you ain't go off on Stormy? Why you ain't go off on Mel? You saw temper tantrums and stuff, but you want to cuss out Miss Van, girl. Bye.
And also, when you said Marceau about telling Tisha to not to do it, Marceau wanted to get her ass whooped. I don't care what nobody say. He wanted She wanted Wanda to get her ass whooped, and he didn't want Tisha to stop it.
That's a good point. Because it's not like he's saying grab your mom, let's stop it. He's saying let them go at it. I just don't want you to be a part of it.
And I'm gonna help your mom if I can. I'm gonna help your mother if I can. What do you mean if you can?
He not gonna let her get her ass whooped completely. He gonna
let her get whooped on.
She gonna catch a tap.
If you throw a bow, be prepared to get one thrown at you. Melody didn't try to hit this woman. She tried to hit Melody. She kept saying, "I'm gonna swing on her ass. I'm gonna swing on her ass." Well, you swung and missed, and Melody's mom was about to pop you.
I mean, listen, I don't blame Marceau. If Wanda was my mother-in-law, I let somebody get 3-4 licks in before I grab her, to look good to my wife. That hey, I stopped him from beating your mama up. I would definitely let Wanda get a couple of licks.
But what I missed the beginning. Like, so what's the consensus on who started it? Ms. Wanda?
Oh yeah, Mel definitely went to get it started. But
do I think it was a little bit childish of Melody to be on Instagram Live so that she could mimic exactly what Wanda did? Yes. But do I understand somebody who has a cast member who is constantly giving it to you every chance they get, all over every website, every blog, Instagram Live, talking about your children? Yeah, I get it. Melody was tired and she chose violence. She chose violence. And I understand. I would be doing the same thing. Don't talk about my children's paternity unless you actually have the DNA test. Unless you was there when they were conceived, you really should just shut the F up.
Did you hear her say that the baby even looked like the man that she was talking about? She said, yeah, I know she need to get a paternity test because she looks just like the dude. Like, what are you talking about?
So that's why I hate the saying, when you go low, I'm going to hell. Because unless you really, Wanda's going to hell. She's going to stay in hell. So that's why you don't argue with people like Wanda.
No, Wanda ain't been to hell yet. Wanda ain't had somebody that goes to hell yet. That's the problem. She hasn't had, they say it, but they don't do it. That's the problem.
If you're not about that life,
and she was ready to take whatever that uncle's
Melody ain't with the hell. Let me tell you.
No, she ain't with the hell. She with the shits, but not to hell.
Ain't with the hell. Because let me tell you,
she's standing at the gates.
Wanda, Tisha, you want to sit up there and going to talk about me and talk about after I made the comment about your daddy or about I'm being a hoe, my mama a hoe, because you say she was messing with your brother-in-law. Meanwhile, your mama the one sitting up here letting everybody know she was a prostitute. What she said, when you can't sell plates no more, coochie no more, you started slinging plates.
And she can lift her bottle with her coochie. She can lift a champagne bottle.
Oh no, is that a baked potato?
Your mama so unhooked, she need to go back and redo pre-K all the way through high school.
See, Mel should have hit her with all of that.
I actually think she's been bullying Mel for a while.
want to sit up here and act like you a boss, but the people in the world know you because who had an idea? Me, bitch. Like that's you. We would have went all the way there. I would have laid Wanda out, Marceau out. Tisha, you around here want to do all of that? See, I don't want to address your mama because that's your mama. I'm gonna address you. Stop playing with me and want to have an attitude with me because you a stepfoot wife around here cleaning your husband denture cup for that top row of tea he got up in his mouth. Stop playing with me. Like that's gonna. We went all the way there. We would have went
Speaking
all
I
the
of
way
think
there.
tea,
that Miss
do we
Wanda was
think that
bullying Mel for a long time. Do you remember, like,
His
when
mouth
Mel had just
sometimes, his
separated
mouth
from
sometimes
Martell?
just like your grandpa when he don't have his top teeth. That lip be sunk in.
do we
Nah,
know if
I feel
Marceau
like
has his top row of
but
teeth?
she
He
cleaning
do.
the
I saw him last week. He really does. Like, cause I've been looking, and I was like, oh, he does have upper teeth.
Oh, okay. Sorry, important question. Keep on going, Kobe.
Do you remember earlier when Mel had just left Martell, and everything with coleslaw had happened, and Wanda kept getting in her business. You still love Martell. You
Mm-hmm.
know you want him back. You still now she's trying to move on. Now Martell is actually verbally abusing Mel at this point, talking about what she didn't do right. If she would have did more of this, and he wouldn't have left. So she's mentally already being the other woman's there. And here's Miss Wanda. I know you still love him. I can see it in your eye. You love this man. She's following her, trying to make it seem like Mel is still in love with the man when she's trying to move on, at least put on a brave face. And she's jumping in her business, jumping in her face every time it's time to shoot. It's like she's been a problem. So even before it even got to the kids, she was all in Mel's business, just obsessed
Remember,
with
she
this
told Mel
woman's
she got
business.
4 kids and nobody was gonna want her, so she might as well go back to Martell.
Exactly. She's
problem.
been in her
The
business.
problem is that Belle left. Okay, it makes me and I don't know Wanda like that, but it make me feel like Wanda says she got a husband and a boyfriend, but it make me feel like that husband ain't, and all she had the courage to do was go out and cheat back instead of leaving to pursue her happiness. Because Wanda even said she would tell her own daughter not to leave Marceau if he cheat, because that's what men do. They're gonna go out there and swing that baseball bat. Go look, that's the kind of stuff she say.
Yeah, she told me she would tell teacher to get a boyfriend, but he picked and Marsu had a whole lot of women back in the day because he was fine, right? But he chose Tisha, and a
You think
man was
Marceau is
gonna ask a
fine?
woman to marry her unless he love you. No, a man. What?
You think Marceau is fine?
I said that's what Wanda said. I did not say that. Don't you put that on me.
Okay. I just
oh
never
my
heard a
God.
woman say he was
I had a
fine.
conversation with Wanda. That's what Wanda said.
Destiny,
Oh, okay.
Destiny irked my soul last night. I'm sorry.
She just miserable and want everybody else to be miserable. How are you that miserable at your own party? Like,
Exactly.
I know it's my party. I can cry if I want to, but god damn,
I think she's very jealous of Stormy because
jealous of
Stormy has her
everybody.
product. Yeah, that's true.
I
She
want to
is
know
jealous of
from
everybody.
people who say she had a right to have an attitude, and y'all explain this to me. If y'all agree she had a right to be mad, and I'm always want to say you can't do me wrong or you can't make me feel some type of way and tell me how I'm supposed to feel about you, especially when you in my space. So I can respect that. If Destiny
Right.
don't fool with them, she don't fool with them. But why she had the attitude with her quote unquote new bestie Tisha and Kimmy when even they were trying to tell her like fix your face, this your event, you doing too
First
much.
of
Your
all,
action is not matching the tone basically.
first of all, how you let me get in. Let me talk to Destiny. First of all, how do you call yourself having a grand reopening on with all of Melody's friends, okay, with Melody's money? Didn't Melody give her a couple $1,000s? I'm pretty sure
Mm-hmm.
all that kissing up to Kimmy and Maurice, I'm pretty sure they have helped her. I'm pretty sure Tisha and what's his face? Marceau have helped her. And the whole beef with Stormy
Tiffany,
and
Tiffany.
no, not Tiffany. I forgot Tiffany. I done forgot all about Tiffany. Stormy and who am I talking about? Destiny. The whole beef is because remember when they was arguing, I'm sorry, Stormy,
She wouldn't give her that
Destiny
money.
is mad. Exactly. She wouldn't sponsor her or something like that. So, and then she's mad because she won't put her products in the store. So the whole thing with her is like, she's like, and even on the preview, she said, I don't want to feel like a charity case. But you are a charity case, and you got an attitude about being a charity case, and you want to be on my show, if I'm Mel, on my show with all my friends and have an attitude because I'm coming to film on my, like, what? It's like single white female with her.
Exactly.
I don't get it.
I disagree. I think knowing Destiny's background when she did the Ooh Ladies first panel, Destiny is another one who has a lot of trauma in her background, and I don't think she always responds positively to trauma and stuff like that. Destiny could be mad because you got people that you don't like at your event. It's not that she was mad, it's the way she expressed it. She let them bring down her whole mood, and she shouldn't have did that. She should have let it be water off a duck's back. She shouldn't have let them get the best of her, but unfortunately she did. Now she can be mad because if I don't rock with you, I don't want you in my presence. But the fact that they came, she should have
just. But you want their stuff.
But you wouldn't even have
unpopular opinion. I don't think it works.
Present.
It doesn't work like that when you're on a show.
Exactly.
Half of those people don't like each other on the cast, but they know they all have to play the game in order to push it forward.
But she also want their money and their products, though. She wanted Stormy. She got mad at Stormy because Stormy wouldn't give her that loan or whatever. She mad because Stormy won't put her stuff in. She don't want to be a charity case, but she wants to be a charity case. She wants things given to her, but she doesn't want to be put the label of charity case on it. Girl, makeup, you can't be both. You can't do both at the same time.
You would have no presence if it wasn't for Melody and this everybody around here. Like you, like how? Remember they said she was begging Melody's friends for favors. Like, oh my gosh.
She got mad because she thought Mel stopped them from doing stuff for her. Like it can't be all these different ways. It's impossible.
So for me, I'm just saying, if Destiny wanted Stormy,
you seem tacky. Like I'm sorry to cut you off, but to me, if I have a friend, right, I'm good friends with somebody, and their friend stops speaking to my friend and they start asking me stuff, that's like a social climber. That's somebody I wouldn't trust. My girlfriend would not have to tell me, don't F with her, or don't give her this, don't give her that. Your actions are showing that you're not trustworthy, or you're not stable, or you're not somebody who does like up. You're not like on the up and up. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
So I was saying with Stormy, is it that Destiny was trying to get charity, or was she was trying to support? She has a beauty industry, and she trying to get another person in the beauty industry to be in her store.
It would have made sense for both of them to have teamed together in some way or fashion. It would 2 black women on this show on a black network doing that would be great. But you need to have conversations offline about, okay, we almost had a physical fight. Let's get together and show that we're bigger than that. I want to promote you. I've used your products, and Stormy could, and vice versa, push people to go to her store to buy the products from there. There could have been some type of unison there, but if I were Stormy and I came to make peace and support your business, and you literally didn't even want to look at me when I walked in, that's a problem.
But how did she know she came to make peace?
She bought a gift and flowers.
What do you
mean? No. Just because somebody gives you a gift and gives you flowers does not mean that they came to make peace. People
she
do
also
that.
said it out her mouth.
People do.
Does she have a mother too with her? Who wants to fight with their mother? Did she have her mother and flowers and a gift?
Logic.
And then when they kicked her out, they left peacefully, and they still gave her the flowers. Like they weren't on no type of shit. Like
right.
No, I'm sorry.
Yesterday,
I have seen people give gifts and they do it to shit on people. When Stormy,
but how do you get to that point to know if they're sincere if you're not even giving them a chance to show that they're sincere? It's not possible to do.
But see, that's the issue. I could agree with that statement, but just because she brought a gift doesn't mean she came in there with good intentions. Destiny should have had the conversation. That's what I'm saying. Just because she popped up with a gift doesn't mean that she came in there with good intentions. Destiny didn't know that. Destiny would have had to have a conversation with her.
And that's the problem. She didn't.
You see a big golden Mercedes G-Wagon, right? We see that. Your whole front of your store is glass. You see her walking out with the mom. Then you walk out and say, hey, I know we had some beef. It's my store opening. What are we doing here? And she would say, I come in peace. Then you walk in with her holding your
Thank you.
flowers, smiling and
Right.
say, it's all good, everybody. I'm welcoming her to my store. As a business owner, you have to think big picture, especially if
But
your
Right.
business is struggling. I'm a
but
business
yeah,
person. Outside of YouTube, I think business minded stuff, and everything that happened pissed me off. She
Yeah.
missed so many opportunities. You could even change the narrative. If she would have been the bigger person in that situation, we all would have come here saying, dang, Destiny has turned over a new leaf. She might have even
Right.
worked back with her relationship with Mel. It's like a 1-2 step, and she messed up the entire episode.
But she
It's
want this
Right.
lady products. But she want
So,
this lady products, but she don't want her apology. That
so
don't
my
make
question,
sense.
I have just one quick question. How come they didn't reach out to her beforehand and say, "Hey, Destiny, let's have a conversation. I plan on coming to your store event. Can we
Stormy
meet up
said she
and talk
reached
about
out.
it?"
Stormy said she reached out a couple times and she wouldn't answer.
so let me say this. Let me say
And
this.
Stormy had her husband, her mother, and flowers and a gift, and you still wanted problems. She had her husband. She's not. Men ain't gonna let their wives fight in front of them. Now, come on, now. He's
You
a respectable dude. He's rich. She brought her husband with her, and her mama, and flowers, and a gift. And Destiny was still looking at her like
She wouldn't
angry.
even acknowledge her.
That
Yeah,
who you bring doesn't like really make a difference because people bring their folks all
It
the
It
time,
should.
does.
but
It
it was
really
and
the
they
It
does.
and
tone.
they
should.
do stuff.
The
It does.
tone.
It should. It's called
Stormy
engage in
came
the
in
room.
peace.
Here's
It's
the thing though. What Mims is saying is absolutely correct. But I'm not gonna just put that on Destiny. You know what I'm saying? They all have to grow up and have the emotional intelligence to be able to get more money together. Yes, you can individually make whatever money that you want to make, and they can all do great. But collectively, they can still get another bag. Think about it. Tisha and Marceau have what? The chocolate in the bottle, right? What women like to do, we like to drink wine with our girls. Male have skincare. Destiny have a whole beauty store product. If y'all and so does this Gold G Wagon girl, Stormy. Man,
Go
if
G
y'all
Wagon.
could come together and put a basket or products together or something and create the ultimate ladies' nights for when girls have parties. Hell, they having whole parties based on bring something you get the color red and everything you bring is red. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
All
But they
black
all would
businesses.
have to have grow up. They
That's
all,
too much
not
like right.
one person, they all would have to grow up and have the emotional intelligence to do so. I don't have to 100% like you to make money with you.
Listen, Destiny has been like somewhat unhinged or spiraling for a minute. Remember when she like almost tried to ruin Mel's birthday party? And y'all know I don't like Mel. She tried to ruin Mel's birthday party. She was like, "Let me be a village," or "It's not fair. You have a village," and something about a village at this girl's birthday party or whatever kind of party it was.
video
And
on.
remember they was Mel put a watermelon over her house to like
Mm-hmm.
make peace with her about something else she got mad about,
Yeah.
and then you talking shit stuff about me to my arch nemesis Tisha. Like
Mm-hmm.
Destiny is like she's all the way out of pocket. Like
But okay,
she
well, one thing I will say in Destiny's defense, though, because we've been going on her a little hard, and I have been too. But the one thing I will give her, though, is that her esteem is lower because all of these people are very successful and she's struggling. We heard rumors about her having financial issues. So you look at Stormy in the gold G Wagon, you look at Mel in the white G Wagon, you look at Tisha, they got Lamborghinis and building 40-unit complexes, and she has a small business and she has a hard time even keeping, and I don't want to say it like that, but she has a small business, she's trying to keep it running. So when you are surrounded by so many wealthy people and you're the one poor one, it's almost like how Garcelle was in the beginning, first season of Beverly Hills, where everybody else is doing all these big things and she can't afford it. Birkin, she can't do this, she can't do that. So I think in a certain extent, she takes things personally because she's not on their level. And because she's not on their level and she's still trying and she doesn't even see a pathway to get to their level, that she gets frustrated. That she doesn't have
So,
the
but
esteem
to
to
But it
me
goes
say,
it's
through
like
it
but
goes through
here's
intelligence
what
I
again.
feel
It
like
goes through
so
that
here's
emotional
what
is a
intelligence
great
but listen,
again.
opportunity
Hold
for
on,
her.
hold
everybody
on,
is
really, really
there.
quick. Hold on 1 second, Richie. So it looks like my phone is actually dying, and that's why I keep going in and out. Uh, You guys go ahead and roundtable your last thoughts on this, so we can go ahead and
All
close
right, I just
out.
want to say this. Everybody is there to uplift her. Everybody has been helping Destiny to
Thank
try to
you.
get on their level. And she's just like spitting in their faces.
I
Like,
don't agree
okay,
with
she's
that one.
beefing with
You can be
Mel.
next. You'll do your
She's
closing
beefing with
next.
Mel. She's beefing with Stormy. But look at all the
She
stuff
needs
she's
some
done for
help.
Mel.
She needs some
Yeah,
help.
she
She needs
need to
someone
go
to
to
hold her hand and help her a little bit more to get her to
she needs
that
to go to
next level, and
therapy.
she'll be straight.
Therapy.
No,
Because
you can't hold
Hold on
somebody's
one
hand
second.
who
It's
don't want to
hold on,
grab
B.
your hand
Hold
back.
on. I know we're heated, but it's unpopular opinion. Then Colby, then Prosperity. Go ahead and give your retort and your closing.
Oh, I was just gonna say that I agree Destiny does need help, but I don't think that Mel and Stormy are the people to help her because of their past relationship with each other. I think if she's going to get help, she needs to get help from new people. I do think that they should work together, but I just don't think we should put the blame on Destiny. I think we, like Nolia said, it's all of them that needs to make the emotional intelligence. And I had a good time, and y'all have a great day.
Oh,
great.
okay. See you.
And I'll give my last comment. My just comment is that if we remember earlier, Keisha was just like Destiny. She was hating on Mel. She didn't have anything going. Marceau barely let her out of the house to even get a second job to go back to school. Like she was a really mother thing, doing the whole mom thing. So once she got empowered and she got another job, and now she's been doing big things. So if someone were to invest a little bit of time and effort to help and build Destiny, she can make that next level as well. She just needs a little bit of help, just like Tisha did. Tisha was more like a mom than even more like less like a businesswoman than even Destiny, and now she is a businesswoman. So Destiny has that potential as well. She just needs to be stop being bitter and allow people that have more than her to help her if they're willing to. Be humble and take the help. And I want to see her get to that next level. I really do. That's it. And I'll go ahead and drop down.
Okay, thanks, Colby. Prosperity.
That's exactly the problem. You can't help somebody that's not willing to allow you to help them. Destiny needs to stop doing the woe is me thing. Get off her butt. Stop being mad at the world and get out there and do it. And if somebody's willing to help you, take the damn helping hand and stop thinking that everything when somebody gives you something is charity. That's not it. You got to start somewhere. Everybody needs somebody. And when people are willing to try and help you, take it. You can't start, but you can't evidently you can't do it by yourself, girl. Get the help. And stop acting like a bitch all the time. And stop being envious of people. Envy don't get you nothing. Be willing to be okay. I'm here, you there, but I'm trying to get to where you at. So what do I got to do? Can you help me? What words do you have for me? Stop being a little girl. Get it together. You have a child. It's not about you no more. Just you know, damn mo. If you don't do it for yourself, do it for long.
Uh, Nolia.
I'ma just be 100. As far as I'm concerned, I think they all need to get it together. I think they all can have some positive aspects, but they are all to me flawed. This show has gotten really toxic. I don't see how they're gonna go further. And we've come so far from the original intent of this comeback group to now. Everybody fighting, and you got brothers talking about the other brother started it. Like, not even keeping your word to your brother as law and bond. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things, I'm never about to throw my sister up under the bus, but that's just me. I think I think Destiny do kind of looks at herself in a lower way, and I want her to not to because it's the esteem of self. I will stand next to you with $1 million in my family dollar dress, and ain't nobody gonna tell me I don't look good. I don't care what you wearing or what you do. I think
Well,
everybody
at this
the stuff that
point,
they
you're a
have, and
black
I
female
think
business owner. You're doing big.
right. I think
Exactly.
I think focus on your positives. I think everybody should focus on what they have going on and show me that. I'm tired of seeing this intermingled mess. Show me what you have going on with you. We can do a little intermingled mess every now and then, but other than that, I am over it. I'm over the show because the social media is way more entertaining than the show. And I think they are ruining their own cash cow of the show by all the antics that they do on social media because the show has become boring in comparison to just my opinion. Thank you, Mims.
No, you're right. Don't drop down yet because a few of you guys have channels that I want to shout out before. Kadi, did you have anything to close? And then Sebastian.
Yes. I wanted to say, Destiny is in a really kind of like a position that not a lot of people get to be in. She is surrounded by wealth. These people have genuine wealth. And no, you do not have to like everybody. You don't even have to like the people you go into business with. However, there is a time where you need to focus on growing your business and allow someone to reach that hand back and help you up so that you can reach your hand back and help somebody else up. A lot of rich, wealthy people have somebody who reached their hand. They have a mentor, they have a uncle or an aunt or somebody who was there to pull them up. And when you're surrounded by that, actually a lot of wealthy people want to help somebody, but they don't want to throw their money away. And that's the issue. So if you can't get yourself together, they're not even willing to help you.
I can't actually put the link in the box, but Know Your Reads channel is spelled like this. I'm putting it in. Cardi B has a channel. Noya does this, right? You do Love and Marriage Huntsville?
Yep, I'm actually doing it today.
Noya does Love and Marriage Huntsville. Cardi B, I know how to spell her name. She has a channel. She will catch the Instagram lives before anybody else and will definitely let you guys know what is going up with the cast of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Prosperity Thick Girl, she has a channel. She goes live daily.
And I'll be going live at 2:30 today. And I have
need to
a
get me a
recording
channel.
and I have a recording of Wanda that I will be playing about this fight so we can analyze.
What
Richie,
time you say you're going?
2:30.
2:30.
So we got Prosperity Thick Girl, Cardi B, Know Your Reads. Sebastian, go ahead and close us out.
I am tired.
That's how you start.
Mama Wanda. That's the first one. And I'm tired of seeing low budget Destiny.
Yeah.
Destiny, if you want to have a business and you know you don't have money, you start off from home. You do not go to storefront, okay? You don't go to storefront. Because right now, where I see you heading back to PPP loans and welfare.
Oh, Sebastian.
I agree.
Sebastian.
Nothing's wrong with it. You know, it's just when you're going through a tough economical issue, they're there. And she needs to go back to e-commerce. Like, she needs to go to e-commerce. I don't even think she has gone there. She needs to go to e-commerce. Sell her stuff online. It is dumb that your low budget self showed a store with empty shelves. What are we in, the pandemic?
Thank you, Cardi.
He is living up to his name.
It was horrible. I'm tired of it. I'm completely tired of Destiny's low budgetness and her unintelligence as well, because that's a whole nother separate live that you're gonna have to do about Destiny.
That's
I
exactly.
couldn't have said it any better.
But that's exactly why I'm like, why did you wait for Mel to go out the store, girl? You had all nothing but space and opportunity in that empty store for anything that you wanted to do could have happened right there in all that empty space.
Okay. Guys, yeah, this whole internet thing is really getting on my nerves. I just dropped a link to my video that I did. Martell and Sheree are filming ROHOA currently. I give some insights. As we're leaving, definitely click that link and check it out if you can. The banner looks like this. And I also show you guys some behind the scenes tea of RHOA filming. So definitely check that out. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciated this. This is a lot of foolishness. check out all these ladies who have their own channel. On this channel, we definitely support other YouTubers, and I really appreciate everybody. I will see you guys tonight for Potomac.
Thank
Oh,
you, Damon and
wow.
Lady K, in the chat.
I'm gonna figure out how to start a channel.
You should do a live
It's
reaction.
easy.
I'm
It's
thinking
easy,
about it.
Ricky.
I might go back and forth depending on how good the show is. If the show is really good, I might go live. If the show is not really good, I might just drop a review. I don't know. Tonight, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go live with it because it's the first one, and I know y'all like to come up and talk about it. So see you guys then. I can't believe he brought up
You forgot to
Marcel.
report something.
What did I forget?
Jen Shaw's sentencing date has been postponed to December 15th,
I'm
which
tired of that.
ironically is Meredith Marks' birthday.
I'm not even
Richie,
reviewing
my
that
name
show
is
this
the
year.
same thing on IG. DM me.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
Big moves. Surfer. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make